Hello everyone, you are watching Naresh IS Academy YouTube channel and this is the platform for the English medium students, and now I am working on Rajasthan art and culture and I will discuss the different section of Rajasthan GK and GS for targeting the English medium students only, because in Hindi medium I have already discussed the entire Rajasthan GK GS on the YouTube channel. So this is my next effort, and I have already discussed the IS mains, GS paper 1 and GS paper 2 entirely on the YouTube channel, so you may take help from there. And you may contact for the offline classes for RAS and IS mains exam. And this is the next part, the part 16. In the Rajasthan art and culture, I will discuss the different customs, then the different customs of the Rajasthani peoples. Customs. Then I will explain different kinds of custom under the three categories. One is the custom related to the marriage, and also we can say the marriage customs. Second, some customs are related with the birth of a child, so these are called the birth customs, and some others are related with the death of a person, so these are called the death customs. Mainly the marriage customs are most important, have the significant place in the Rajasthani culture, and these are some technical terms. Simply I have discussed here and you have to learn. First, this is the bindori. The bindori, what do you mean by the bindori? Bindori is a custom at the time of marriage, just before the marriage, a person, also the bride, meetings with all the family members and the peoples of the village, and complete a circle of his village, or then all the means of family members and the village blessing the person. So this is the bindori customs just before the marriage. Second, samela. Samela, the custom when the barat or the marriage party from the bride family arrived at the home of the bridegroom. The first arrival of the barat, the custom which is organized for the welcome and to render service for the different kinds. So simply we can say this is a respect and welcomes from the family of the bridegroom, just arrival the barat. So this is the samela. And next is badhar. Badhar and janotan. Janotan is the next term. Badhar, it is a marriage feast. At the time of marriage, a feast is provided to the peoples of the bride family and the groom's family. So generally it is considered a feast which is organized after the mutual understanding from the bridegroom and the bride's families. So this is the badhar, and apart from this, the bride family also organize a ceremony which is called the reception, and in Rajasthani culture it is called the janotan. Then janotan, a reception or marriage feast from the bride's family only. And the next practice is the dapa custom. In this custom, when a person like girls or women's, then the person is bound to pay some amount if he want to marry with the women's. So we can say simply this is a purchasing of women's, and he is bound to pay a certain amount, and this amount is called the dapa practice. And the next is the nata custom. In this custom, a married woman or married lady, she is already married, if he want to given up his husband and want to marry with another person, then she had to pay some amount. So she had to pay some amount to his husband, and this practice is called the nata practice, and the amount which is paid to that person, this is called the claim amount, also called the daba rasi or the jhagda rasi. In Rajasthani term, the jhagda rasi. And the next custom is the binota. You know binota. Binota is a custom at the time of marriage. You know, so many local practices or traditions are involved in these customs. In binota, there is a custom of thieving the shoes, mojdi, or also called the jutiya. So then this is a practice. The shoes of the bride and bridegrooms, and different ceremonies or customs are associated with the shoes. So these are collectively called the binota customs. And next is the natra, not nata. This is the natra practice, also called the ana, A-N-A. Natra or ana practice is just like a widow remarriage. If a woman's she has become a widow, so after some time she is allowed for the remarriage. So then the remarriage in Rajasthan is called the natra and the ana practice. And the other customs related to the marriage are, one is the atta sata. Atta sata and the olandi. Atta sata and olandi. Atta sata is a simply exchange of girls or women. If a person have married from the any family, then the family is allowed to marry with the another family. So if you have taken girls or women from one family, then another family is also agreed to marry with one girls. The simply exchange of girls. So this is called the atta sata. And olandi is a practice in which after the marriage the father or the family of the bridegroom sent a girls or women with his daughter. When the daughter just after the marriage first arrived with the bride at the place of the bride, then he girls or women's also with the bridegrooms. So then this bridegroom is called the Olandi. So these are the different practices you can see with the marriage, and some practices are related to the divorce, talak, and in the tribal community the divorce custom is called the chheda phadna. Chheda phadna is a divorce, and this custom is performed by the mutual understanding of the both families. The chheda phadna refers to the divorce, and in the Sahariya tribes there is a Leela Moria custom or the sacrament. The Leela Moria custom, at the time of marriage when the bride is sat on a chair or any place, then a dance is performed in a circle around him. So this is called the Leela Moria in the Sahariya tribes. So these are the important customs related to the marriage. And now we will see some custom related to the birth, at the time of birth of a child. First is the jadula custom or the sacrament after the birth of a children, when the first time the hair are cut of a children, so then this is celebrated just like a sacrament or custom, and it is called the jadula. Second, kuwa pujan, well worship, and this is called to the jalwa. Jalwa is a well worship. A well or any source of water is worshipped, and it is called, the family of the children is getting blessing from the water of resource. So this is the jalwa custom. And third is the first beginning of the education. In the Indian culture this is called the Upanayan Sanskar or Yagyopavit. Also here this is the thread ceremony. So just after the age of 7 years, when the children enter into the educational institutes. So sometime it is called the Upanayan Sanskar or the Yagyopavit. It means that a thread ceremony is organized that time. So these are some sanskar or custom related to the birth. And the death ceremonies or the death customs. One is the mausar, also called the josar and nukta. In the tribes it is also called the kondiya and make. The mausar, josar, nukta, kondiya and make, these are the synonyms term. It is called the death feast. Just after a death of a person if he is died in a old age, then after the death of the 12 days, then a feast is given to the relatives or the nearest person, and which is called the mausar, and it is prevailing throughout the Rajasthan, not only in tribesmen but the non-tribes, generally it is seen. And second is the motana. Motana is a custom in which, in the tribesmen, if a person is accidentally died in any place, then this it is considered the place is lies in the territory of the which family or the which dynasty. So then the family is made accountable for the death. So the family is bound to pay some amount, and this amount is called the motana. And the third is the bikher. Bikher is a customs at the dead time when the dead body is taken for the funeral. At that time a person belongs to the dead person. Sometime he distributes or throws some coins and the other things, and peoples try to get these things and coins, and this is celebrated just like a bikher. So these are the important customs are prevailing in Rajasthan, not only in the tribesmen but the non-tribesmen also, and these customs makes the Rajasthani culture the more interesting and the more colorful and the more alive. Okay, thank you.